All right, good morning. Good morning. Wednesday, the 25th of June. Man, we're stacking up the days. They just keep on clicking by. How you guys doing this morning? If you're watching this on the rewind, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. I don't honor our rewinders very often. Don't forget to mention some people catch this on the a little bit later in the day. So our West Coast folks are, if you're up at 5, you're joining us. But otherwise, we're thanking you for joining in later in the day. Unlike Dave Howard, who's here like the wallpaper every single day. Appreciate you, man. Kevin Lee is here. Good to see you. Speaking of getting up early, yeah, starting the day off with a bang. Looks like I've got my comments back on my feed here. I said to Wendy, damn it, I got to figure this thing out. So wouldn't you know it? I said, why can't I see my comments on my StreamYard feed? And son of a gun, if Google didn't help me and figure it out and in come my comments without then Wendy even have it. I'm not sure, Wendy, did you have to make it public or not? I don't think you did. So maybe, hey, we're growing over here. We got automations happening that we don't even know we're doing. So Matt Blood, good morning. Matt Tolman, good morning. We just need Matt Moore now to round things out with our Matts. Good to see you guys. I know you're doing great things. Check in with how you're doing on a scale of 1 to 10. Good morning, Wendy. Long time no see. Thanks for joining. It's almost like you work here or something. Good morning, Rachel, with a 9.5. Let's go. No, I did not. I am a genius. Nobody does technology like me, right? Over here scratching the surface of the technological advancements that are available to us. Yes, as long as you think I'm a genius, that's all I care about. 8.5 for Matt Blood. Room for improvement, but a solid breakout for the day. So I like it. Good to see you guys. Had a lot going on yesterday, a lot happening. A lot of coaching calls. Got a bunch more today. We've got our DSA call inside the Rosenberg group today, and we have it as we do every day. And I believe Steve is handling that one today, and it's all about revenue. So, guys, if you need the link or you want to jump in, you want to try it out, let me know. We'll straighten you out. Wendy will be putting that in the chat. Also, it's not too late to join us in Houston. If you want to come and drink from the fire hose of business, personal development, knowledge, come on down to Houston. It's a free event. All you got to do is get there. We'll feed you, give you a couple drinks, pat you on the ass, send you down the road. We'll have a good time. We have a lot of laughs. It's serious, life-changing for some. People walk out of there a different person with regard to how they're going at life and business. So all kidding aside, we've got room for you. We just need to know. So sign up, get registered. That way we can let Daniela know what's going on with head count for food. Roy Dahl, I believe, is joining us. So all you members of the Roy Dahl fan club should also be coming. Yes, absolutely. Get on down there to Houston. Julie Rector Shaler is here with an 8. Good to see you. Yeah, stopping in. You stopped in a while back. We haven't seen you, so welcome back. Guys, I appreciate you being here. Kevin Lee's an 8. Love to see it. 9s and 9.5s all over the place. So welcome. We had 96 yesterday here in beautiful downtown Windham, Maine. But I stepped outside a couple of times. The rest of it, I was a cellar dweller on the phone, doing calls, hammering through things. Pretty much the same today. It'll be about 88. Zach Clark, good to see you. Get here every day, buddy, even if it's just on an earbud, all right? You need this. So good to see you. Josh Baker, good morning. Good to see you. Appreciate all you guys. So let's get going. I pivoted away from the company culture stuff earlier in the week to get over to resilience. And I think with the mid-year coming upon us, it's paramount. What's the right word there? Imperative, perilous. It's important to note that we may be coming up on those mid-year goals. You know, a goal where, hey, Aaron Callie, how you doing, buddy? You might have been like, well, I want to get this done this year. I should be halfway there by the end of June. Well, we're coming up on it. You know, got news for you. We're almost half done. The year is almost half gone. Okay. And I know that you've been through some adversity. If you haven't been through some adversity, you're probably not living. All right. It happens, it's coming at you. So I want to talk today about the adversity resume, how life has already built you. You've already overcome more than you give yourself credit for. I guarantee it. I always say you've survived 100% of your toughest days so far, right? Of your worst days. And I mean that. That's not original. I stole that from someone. But resilience isn't something that you just kind of start building now. It's something that you've already forged through your past. You've been through it. I mean, there's guys on this call that are going through it right now, and I chat with them, and I know what they've got going on. So I know that even just to show up to this call, sometimes it's just like putting one foot in front of the other. So today is about recognizing that and recognizing the strength that you already have just by taking inventory of your journey. Okay, so adversity has already trained you. Think about it that way. My mom always tells me, "Oh, your 20 years in business was your master's degree." You know, I'm like, "Yeah, why did it have to cost so much? College would have been cheaper, right?" But truly, the challenges, the losses, the low points that you've lived through, that is your training. That's your training, guys. Most people forget that they've survived because they're so focused on what's not working now. What do I need to do better? What do I need to do better? Reflecting on past challenges creates evidence for your future confidence, right? Like I've been through much worse, you know, on a mental toughness scale. Like when I've done my Ironman stuff, that's, 10, 11, 12 hours. Like, so when I look at having to make a tough phone call or get through a tough meeting or deal with some conflict, I'm like, oh, this is going to take 10 minutes. Big deal. It's not even going to physically hurt. So let's go. Jason Rector, good to see you. So yeah, your adversity resume equals proof of strength, right? It's like your pedigree, if you will. List the hard things that you've been through. Good morning, Pat Johnston. Good to see you. List all those hard things you've been through: physical, personal, financial, emotional, right? You don't have to look too far for somebody who's been through something that you probably have anyway. But list those things out and then ask yourself, what did that experience teach me? What did it teach me? How did I change because of it? And you'll start to realize, shit, if I got through that, I can handle this. I can handle this because, frankly, what's your alternative? You got to handle it. You got to handle your stuff, right? So think about this. Resilient people remember the wins in the wounds. There's wins in those wounds. Wins, not wins. It's not about glorifying the pain. That's not what we're talking about. It's about extracting the power from it. What we learned. The scar isn't shameful. It's a story of strength. It's a story of strength. And then we have the truth. You're not starting from scratch. You're just not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, right? It's like we say in the coaching, you're buying other people's mistakes when you buy into a coaching program. I stole that from Steve. I like that one. You buy in everybody else's mistakes and trying to avoid them. So you're starting from experience. The fact that you're still standing means that you've already built resilience. So let's own it. Oh, great morning for this topic. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, hope you're doing all right. And being resilient. So, I've had times in my life where I've had to be resilient, whether it's, who knows, whether, when we were younger, whether it was, miscarriage of a child, whether it was, I know people that have been on this call that have lost children and just been through some shit, lost jobs, had businesses fail. I talk to you guys often about being down in the garage, at my other house and taking the letters off my truck with, here's Dave Brackett, and talk about going through some adversity, taking the letters off my truck with a hairdryer, and switching gears and changing businesses and just figuring it out. Some adversity, but what's your alternative? You're either going to figure it out or you're not, So that's your adversity resume. What happened? Who were you before it? Who did you become because of it? How did it change you? And show yourself like That's going to help show you that you didn't just survive, you grew. Yeah, learning from mistakes, right, Dave? Yeah, absolutely. Good job on the swim. I love to hear it. Good work. So, guys, I want you to list, if you got something to write with, or just think about it. If you can't do it right now, do it later today. List 5 things you've gone through in life or business. For each one, write what you learned and how it made you stronger. What you learned from it. Push through. That's right, Rachel. So list 5 things you've gone through in life or business, and for each one, write what you learned and how it made you stronger. And what part of me was born in that fire? Was you coming out different? You coming out different. So screenshot it and put it up here, or pop it in the chat, or post it later, or not. Whatever. My goal here today is to get you to think about it. Okay? Just think about the fact that your resume has been built on the adversity that you've been through. And it's unique to you. Nobody has walked your path. Right? Everybody's different. It's already trained you. It's your proof of strength. And there are wins in the wounds. Okay, guys, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. So list 5 things that you've been through, business, personal, whatever, what you learned from it, how it affected you, how it changed you, and what part of you was born in that fire. Yeah, and we're all learning from mistakes. So Wendy's putting the links in. Pop a fist pump in the chat if you got something from that. It made you think a little bit. And I'll this one will be last. I'll just say this. Good morning, Richard Nordheim. When somebody tells you something nice, just say thanks. Don't default back to all the negative stuff. Say thanks. Stand a little taller. Sit up straight. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've had some people say some really nice things to me in the last couple of days, and I've just said thanks. I really appreciate that. I've worked hard. Yeah, thank you. And don't default to the adversity. Default to what you learned from it and who you are now because of it. Yeah, Dave. There's wins in the wounds. Yeah. Always great nuggets. Yeah, glad you showed up, Dave. I appreciate you. And guys, share it out. Hey, we need 13 more people, I think. 13, 14 more people to hit 2,000 members in the Summit Facebook group. Thanks to people like Dave Howard. Just be nice. He says, kindness doesn't cost a cent. It really doesn't. Richard Nordheim, good afternoon from the top of the world. I don't know how to pronounce that. Honesvåg, Norway, 1:12 p.m. here. Yeah, Richard is living his best life right now, due largely in part to the fact that he has people in the right people in the right places operating his company. And if that kind of thing interests you, hit me up for a 30-minute strategy call, and we'll talk about how to get you some coaching. We've got some exciting announcements coming up regarding that. The people closest to me learned of it yesterday, and we'll be rolling some news out on that here in the next day or so. So anyway, yeah, guys, pop in the chat what you got from this. Pop in there. Hey, I challenge you to pop in there what you've been through and how you dealt with it, how it changed you, what part of you was forged in that fire. Okay. If you'd like a 30-minute strategy call, please hit me up. I'd love to chat with you. Had one yesterday. And hey, you know, we're all friends here, so I know I can say this. Kevin Lee was a 3 yesterday. And when you pop a 3 on here, that's going to get you on the phone with me because we don't do 3. Okay. We don't do 3 here without somebody checking on you. Okay. So we make sure that we're all doing all right. Check out Tyler Kirk's website with Legacy Media. Wendy will put Bailey's Instagram link in there. If you haven't seen it yet, I always like to have a dear old dad moment and try to help her out and get some people pushed her away. If you're struggling with social media, your digital footprint, that kind of thing, digital media whatsoever, you know, she can help you out with that. And on the next level is Tyler with the websites and the branding and all that stuff. So yeah, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate you. 2:12 corrected 6 hours in the future from Eastern Standard. Yeah. It's cool to see you doing that, Richard. I appreciate it. We can't wait to have you back in the mix and getting on the DSA calls and all that stuff. And I'm excited to hear about the pictures. I've loved the photos, so keep sending them, the videos, all the stuff that you guys are doing. It's cool. So Rich says, thanks all. Going to be on vacation in DA Upper Michigan tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, see you next week. All right, kid. Good to see you. Appreciate your influence here, and you're always commenting and leaning in. So thank you. I appreciate you. So yeah, Wendy says your social media not what it should be. Here's a link to Bailey's contact. Check her out on Instagram. You won't be disappointed. And she and Tyler were in where were they, Wendy? Outer Banks, and then they were in North Carolina, and then they went to Virginia Beach. I think they might be leaving there today. So I don't know. They're all over the place. So yeah, I can't wait to get back in the mix. You do well, Richard. I mean, after 2 or 3 days of any one thing, I'm like, all right, get me out of here. But I think I may be able to settle into a trip like that. So that's pretty cool. Hey guys, Bubba's not on here today, giving me a hard time. So I will, at least I don't see him anyway. I'll just reintroduce my book, Finding Your Edge. So if you're looking for a quick read and something to give you a little bit of a kick in the ass, get to know me a little bit better and how I roll in the coaching world. I blended a lot of my endurance training and racing lessons with business lessons for a message on finding your edge. So check that out. If you have read it, hit me up with a review on Google, on Amazon. I would love it. So yeah, his trip does look amazing. So good stuff, guys. Don't forget, I say DSA, Daily Sales Accelerator. If you want to get better at your sales game, jump on with us at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. We're there every day. Steve will be running the call today, and it's all about increasing your revenue. If you, like I always say, only come if you want to get better. Only come if you want to get better. It's a great environment to learn. All of us coaches jump on. Richard's on there. Bubba's on there. I'm there. Steve's there oftentimes, and one of us is running the call and making it about you. So we'd also love to have you join us in Houston for a 2 days, what we call the 2-day takeoff event for the Rosenberg Group. And we have a blast with that. It's a room full of people that want to get better. When I say get in the right rooms, this is the right room. Okay. A lot of guys just come that have been through it before, and they're just hanging out. You get to network with them before, during, after. They lunch both days, happy hour at the end of the day on Monday. If you'd like to give me a Google review, if you learned something here, or I've helped you out in some way, hop on that link and hit me up with a Google review and tell everybody I'm a good guy. I'd appreciate that. And Dave Howard has expanded our hashtag ShareBob's shit to hashtag ShareBob's stuff now. So we like it. I appreciate the shares. It's all good for me and the community. And the more people we get, the farther, the bigger reach we have and the more people we can help. So guys, I hope this landed with you today. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the bounce back blueprint. Okay. When adversity hits, what do you actually do in the moment? We're going to break it down step by step. And if you've ever felt frozen or overwhelmed or under pressure, day 3 of this 10-day series is going to change how you respond. So guys, have a great day. Good to see some of you guys here today. I haven't seen you in a little bit. I appreciate that. Gives me energy, breathes life into me. Oh, by the way, I got an 80 on the sleep score last night, if you haven't realized that already. And already digging for number 4 on the coffee and making sure that stays topped off. So guys, have a great day. I appreciate you all. We'll see you soon. Take care.